Today we are back with Football Manager 2026. Took a bit of a break from the game. Obviously, we all got on it on the early access beta all the time. When the game released, and it was a bit overwhelming. I think I'm only just going to speak from my perspective. I've heard other people's perspectives, but I just had that itch of getting back into Football Manager, and I thought before getting into the video, I thought, okay, say this. It's not necessarily getting back to FM26, it's getting back to playing in a Football Manager save like I have for I don't even know how many years, even before I made YouTube videos. So just like part of my life, day to day type thing. Well, I wouldn't always play it for sure every single day, but I think you get my point. Football Manager was part of your life, so it's always got that nagging feeling, like wanting to claw back to it. So I'm going to keep things pretty simple. We're doing a save in Germany, as you can tell by now, Borussia Dortmund. I remember doing like a save with them way back. Again, for me, they've always been a fun team to use. This is in Football Manager. Even they're fun to play in FIFA, or which is now called FC. But again, not everyone will agree. Like, my experience has been, Borussia Dortmund is a pretty fun team, like an easy team to manage. I don't mean just because they're second best team in the league. Like, it's, when I say this, easy to manage in Football Manager, it's just the no frustrations. Like, they just seem, generally they've always had a pretty good squad as well. And again, when I say good, players that are, you can enjoy managing them easily. So it's that kind of thing. Even with a German, like in the Bundesliga, it's generally felt easy to get into a save. Again, not because it's easy. That can be easily confusing, right? But like, it's the league rules and like the transfer rules, squad registrations. I feel like I had less frustrations when doing German saves or saves in Germany compared to some other leagues. But anyway, I find Germany fun. It's more so it's fun, maybe fun above easy, because even the goal here, like you see, your second best team in the league, but it's always a challenge with Bayern. But it's going to be more about the Europe, how we go in Europe. But at the same time, it's going to be still discovering this year's game, the FM26, because I've been getting back into PC gaming. I haven't done a lot of gaming on PC of recent times. I've basically been playing FC on PlayStation. But I just want to get back into the groove and pretty relaxed while making these videos. So that's why I'll go through, I won't just talk through. That's like the first episode of a new game, creating the manager and all that. So I'll go through that. But essentially, I wanted a first episode where I don't play or simulate a few months off camera and bang, that's the first episode. This has always been my way to do an introduction type episode to the save at the beginning of it. So we'll just go through some preliminaries here. And even though there were some updates, it seems as though I remember this from the previous save I did. The old school of going to miscellaneous and to add your nickname. You can't do that. But it seems as though sometimes they'll address me as John and other times as FMTV, and I don't. That's a good mix. I would have set this up last time. So we're just gonna go through, as I said, the preliminary things. See some objectives, just, these key things. We're not going to go too deep and make this a crazy long first episode. We'll see these initial key messages, take a look at the squad, that's kind of, I keep it my way, my old school way of, doing a first episode, as I said, opposed to going on holiday for a few months and, then making the video. I wouldn't want to do that anyway. But so be competitive in the Champions League. So that's kind of not too high expectations, but it's highly required. Like, that's, you just be competitive. That means like you don't even have to make the knockouts, but that's pretty straightforward. Like, in terms of going through to negotiate, again, there's some things I like to do off camera, and a lot of these clicking through introductions, especially through a preseason, we'll go through that individually. Injuries you always have to deal with. But as I said, at the beginning here, we'll just take a bit of a look at the first team, look at the squad. And even here, I want to see. I generally like to see the general info. So I'm not going to go individually. I remember there was a time maybe I'd go through and click on one player individually, but more so target some key players. Maybe see some of the better younger players in the first team. But an easy way to do that, we'll go sort by ability then potential, and target some players. So Kobel, he's a very good goalkeeper. I'm happy to have him. Don't really need to say a lot about him. At 27 years of age, he's that comfortable age where you don't have to think about your goalkeeper for a few years. So pretty happy to settle with Gregor. And then we have got a pretty decent striker as well. Gurasi, I'm not even trying to say his name, to be honest. I haven't watched him play a lot of football, admittedly. But either way, he's not bad. I think I've packed him a few times in FC. But he's decent. Like that target man type, or again, gender neutral when it was updated as a target forward, which, is... especially as there's women in the game now. So it kind of makes more sense. Depends who you ask. But anyway, we'll go back. Karim Adeyemi, I know he's quick. That's about it, to be honest. See, these type of players, maybe it's because they lack a lot in terms of their technicals and mentals. Just someone who's purely got pace. It will be so rare. I'm putting my mouse here because that's where you look at it. Like the stats, I'd find it so tough to get them over that average rating of 7. Like, they just generally really would struggle. So 23 years old, he might have a little bit of growth, but like that transfer value right there, man, like I feel like he's going to nowhere be that. Like, I'll try him and I'll try and get the best out of him, knowing he basically just has pace. But that's what you got to do as a manager. You got to try and get the best out of all your players. See, sometimes I have opinion about a player, but then a thought comes in. Okay, let's get in manager mode and trying to become the best manager to get the best out of your individual players. So then we've got a few more. We'll go through the next just like relatively quickly. Nico Schlotterbeck, he's not a bad player by the looks of things. He can grow a little bit. Like, I always just judge that off the potential to compare what the current ability is, even though he's 25. Can train him so he gets a bit more accomplished as a left back, which is handy when that's the case, opposed to no circle being coloured. You can work on that. Pascal Gross, he's honestly not one of my favourite players, but it's like I've rated him for a long time. Like, he's held at a high level for a decent amount, respectable level of football. In top divisions, obviously. He was in England as well. Let's take a gander, take a look at his career. I remember him. I really liked him at Brighton, and then he moved on to Dortmund. So that's what I mean. Basically, since he moved to Brighton, had my eyes on him. But now he's back in Germany, where he started his career, and obviously, being German, he played a lot of football in Germany. He's got versatility around the pitch. Not to mention his experience. See, I've missed these kind of talks. Like, I like talking, in the FM, with the FM kind of terminologies. Miss that a bit. So it's kind of the biggest, or one of the biggest things for me. But anyway, now there's a few other players I could point out. Like, Julian Brandt is a name, but see, he's aging now. He's almost 30. So... he's got a few key attributes there. So he's maybe could get a season or two out of him, or you take that interest by Napoli and get a little bit of something for him before maybe he ends up not renewing his contract, and especially on a bit of a wage. So yeah, and I did in euros as well, considering we're managing in Germany. I basically changed my currency to adapt to the league we're in. Yeah, I don't really mind myself, but yeah, it's just for that. And Niklas Sulawe, that's the, what is it? Yeah, he wants to become a free agent. I'd say, I don't even know how hard it is to maybe change his mind. But again, I think he's a pretty decent centre back. But the natural fitness, if he wants to leave, again, pretty big wage. Mate, like physically he's all right. He doesn't scream at me trying to, yeah, especially that he's injured for 3 months. That natural fitness could harm maybe some, declining. And then for me, he's got a few 11 in the mentals. He doesn't scream at me. Like, he's not screaming, keep me. He's not screaming, keep me. So let's take a look a bit of the future. Of course, there's probably been, well, there might be a few here, but there's one man. He's definitely got a name in Bellingham. Jobe Bellingham, obviously. His brother Jude is, big name in football, and he's trying to follow his footsteps. Okay, gets crowd going, so he could, definitely become a favourite. I think I like that type of trait, and if you, think about players in real life that the crowd likes, and it goes both ways as well. They get involved with the crowd, and that's probably why they become a favourite. But I definitely think it's, with the name. And this is where it brings a fresh perspective to this save. Like, I managed Dortmund before, but it's like, okay, we've got the Jobe Bellingham effect. Because obviously, like I said, it just adds something interesting to the save. With his name and obviously his brother, and maybe, trying to follow in his footsteps. It just, brings a bit of storyline into the save itself. And differentiates. Ooh, that's a word, differentiate. But he adds something different for the save compared to any other saves. That is for sure. So potential Schlotterbeck we did cover. Anselmino, of course, a Chelsea signing. He had a loan spell at Boca in the previous year, and now we're gonna. I'm always, you can sense, I'm always unsure about loan, especially when you're a top team, when you've got a player for loan, unless there is contract. Oh, where do we even go for that? Try and make is there like a, I'm not sure if there's a clause in his contract. See, I'm not sure if I can even pick this up right here. I miss being able, when there used to be the contract screen. There's personal. If I'm missing something, don't hate me, please. Okay, here's the contract. Like, isn't that a bit much to get to that contract screen? Like, I remember, you see where I'm hovering. Like, I feel like it was in this area in previous years. Like, right next to overview or something, next to transfer. Oh, I missed that, man. It just felt longer to get to this point. And the thing I just wanted to see, it doesn't look like, oh, hold on, click all the buttons. From what I can read, there is no release clause. I assume it would pop up somewhere here if there was. But see, that's something you got to get used to, opposed to complaining about it. But if there is a quicker way to get to that screen, let me know. So anyway, my point was, a loaned in player at a top club is not so much of my concern at the moment. So I don't know how much game time he'll get, especially if it's going to be to an advantage of Chelsea. But anyway, it doesn't mean we can't try and sign him. Cole Campbell, a young American player, and by default, we're on the personal screen. He's so far from close, but again, he's another pacey type. So I feel like, that makes sense. Loan listed. He looks like a player that needs a loan. That was basically my thought. So there's a few others that are actually, I'd say, on my radar. Fabio Silva, excellent. Or a few years, because he's 23 now. when Wolves, I remember the save, whatever save it was when he was at Porto and he had high potential. You all know. Like the FM19, I'm just assuming it was the year before Wolves signed. I'm actually so bad at pinpointing FM years. Like people say, "Oh, what's your favorite year?" And like, I find it hard to pinpoint and point out the differences from like FM18 to FM19 to FM20. Like it's just all like because there's so many games, it's hard to again differentiate. But anyway, that's just me personally, But specific ones, like I really enjoyed FM15 a lot. I think that was a big year for me on YouTube related anyway. Different for every person. But on that point with Fabio Silva, I still think he's got that potential in him, at least whatever he can be in the game. But I think real life, he's still got that time. Felix, who I don't mind as a player as well, that versatility in him position-wise and then attribute-wise too. Just keep him away from goals because 10 finish. He's one of those that are a strange mix. Like his finishing is 10, but then also his marking is 10. So defensively, he's not crazy either. So he's quick. So he's an interesting player, but again, I go from quickly. I'm like, I'm not sure how to get the best out of the player. But then, like I said before, that's part of the challenge of Football Manager and being a manager. So, I think all relevant players. I know Emre Can. I feel, especially that he's injured as well. I think he's a bit injury prone, isn't he, as well? But you look at his attributes. Maybe he can be that experienced type in the dressing room and on the pitch for you. So, I think those are all the relevant players. Maybe the high potential in the under-19s you always get excited about. Albert, he might be a more high potential American. So keep your eyes on him. Don't know what he looks like, unfortunately. Not too important. A few 16-year-olds. Okay, and I've definitely changed. I'm not trying to make jokes about young players. I think I may have done in the past if you watched all my videos or way back. But 16 flair. I'll tell you what, that's like stand out. That really stand. Then he's got to okay, Fadi. However you say his name, personal. We'll get there relatively quick. Yeah. I knew you had to have another nationality to him. Moroccan. I could tell by the name. Doesn't necessarily sound German, but anyway, I think I was going to say with the ages, with young players, there might have been... in 2026, there's, probably different references we could make. Okay, who's this? Why can't I see his attributes? I'm making a John Cena joke that I can't say about. We'll still keep a bit of humor. Don't worry. But anyway. Oh, yeah, that Fahrenheit. Did we click on him? Either way. See, I've always liked these youngsters. Oh, that sounds dangerous. But you know what I mean? Like when they got the potential and they're balanced, like that's pretty balanced in his attributes, right? Maybe physically a bit slower, but he's going to have that continued growth. I can picture like once he gets to his best, like his lowest attributes won't look terrible and he'll be a pretty balanced player. We'll keep our eyes on Luke for his footballing ability. So, and then anyone in the B side that isn't how come we're trying to sort by potential? How come Julian isn't higher than Tony? That's what I'm trying to ask. But anyway, when we're sorting by potential, okay, exciting, quick, high dribbling. See, a couple of the pacey players we had in the first team, high pace, I think like their dribbling was still good, but it wasn't 16 level. So Julian has got something to work with. He's already been capped for Belgium, so he's definitely... I've seen his name, Duranville. It's a hard name to forget as well. But anyway, how long is the injury? 3 to 4. That's tough for a youngster, especially one that doesn't have high or or it's actually low natural fitness. So that's a bit disappointing. That's a downside in him that might, struggle for his development. But anyway, we're not going to go through more, cover a little bit. There's still, could be sometimes like 3.5. Potential might turn out a bit higher. There's a few of them wanted. But anyway, this is just a little bit of a, how do we word this? Just, getting back into Football Manager. Like I said at the start of the video, really, it's more about getting back to FM than necessarily back to FM26. This is the current game. So you'll feel me still getting used to it, and a few things that are not clicking for me right away, maybe compared to someone that's played it every single day since it's dropped or since the beta. But anyway, I'm at a bit of a different stage for me, that is for sure, compared to previous years. But as I said, I got the FM itch back. So anyone who does see this video, obviously these days, a mix, with how FM has been, and I've been very, very inactive, that's for sure. But I had to move away and do some extra things, to support myself, as you do in life. But as I said, most of my subscribers on my channel are actually inactive because I got them years ago when I was doing videos since FM14, 15. No, before that. Shit. I forgot where I start. Like at the beginning of FM13. I actually started very late in FM12. But I say in FM12, I wasn't really part of that cycle. Try and find someone that was actually would be hard. But it wasn't like, I started at the beginning of FM12. Like it was, that was just when I started my channel. It was, towards the end of the FM12 cycle. But I think I made those videos private just for personal, just to keep them for me. But that was way back. And then, if you go back on my series, it was really the beginning of FM13 we got going. So, again, even that, you're not going to find many people these days consistently uploading that started at that time. I think Work the Space, Jack, I think he was around back then, but I think that he's literally it. There's no one else that started when he started. And I don't want to say, when I started too, but that's the facts. But anyway, I actually wish I had less subscribers, like less than 10K or something like that. So it's like a fresh start, you know what I mean? But so don't pay too much attention in the big differential, that word again, from views to subscribers. Most people subscribe to this channel are actually not on YouTube to see the notifications. Or notifications wasn't even a feature when I started, and quite a few years into making videos as well. Notifications wasn't a thing. I'm just making myself sound old, to be honest. But anyway, I won't touch on that every single video, just on the first episode here, because I'm sure some people will probably say it. And then, if any of you see comments, you can give your feedback that I've been around for quite a while and had a bit of an inactive period, which plays a part. But anyway, I just really missed getting that FM talk going, to be honest. Like, if for whatever reason this video malfunctions in the past, it happened, rarely, but happens on the odd occasion, it's like, okay, I still enjoyed that. But anyway, hopefully we get this first episode out right here. And I don't even know, I don't want to make any promises with the series. I feel like I'm not sure how exactly I want to do it. Maybe like my old series where the old school way, man, you're going to have me reminiscing. It's hard not to do this, where kind of the main thing in FM series was you kind of get through a month in each episode. What I mean by that is you'd maybe do a game or two on camera, and then you'd play somewhere from 3 to 5, maybe 6, and then you'll do the next episode. That was my schedule anyway, but most people, there was kind of a blueprint. Now I feel like the blueprint is playing games off camera or going on holiday for a period. If you see, how people get through a certain amount of games and still make a video in their series every day. Be alive to it. But anyway, just, let's get back to, my experience. But I don't know if I'm exactly going to go back to that, or, it's going to be just what fits into my lifestyle now, which is a bit different to when I made videos like that all those years back. But yeah, I just want to make some FM content again. And as I said, that I get that gaming itch, and FM is kind of that home. Like I feel relaxed just sitting at my microphone and commentating while FM is on. And like, that's why I haven't got the whole camera setup going, like, and having all the lights and all that to make it good quality. I like just sitting, like I'm literally in the dark in my room at night before bed. So I'll get this out tomorrow. If I get the time to edit it down. But like I said, it's just if you've made videos, but again, most people probably don't make it in this style. A lot of them is that on camera vibe. But it's just we all have different things we enjoy doing, and this is something that's always been a thing for me. So I can only say so much on my experience if you haven't really experienced that yourself. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'll try and get through the preseason. We'll just, I don't know how many transfers we'll make, and I'll just see how it goes. You know the vibe. I haven't made videos much lately, so just trying to get through, and even just played the FM save. So I'm not sure exactly how long it will take to get through the preseason, but we'll see what we can do, how we can manage it, and set up the team to hopefully get a good start to the Bundesliga season. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I don't necessarily want to say we are back, but again, I just had that feel of recording an FM video. And we'll see if this series we can take it somewhere. If you can leave a like and some support up in the comments, all that kind of thing does help a bit differently these days. There's more AI involved. AI is almost more important than tags on videos. I've been through all the different stages of YouTube, I swear. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's an interesting fact, though. What you actually say in the video, like words I'm speaking now, take more priority over like tags you use and keywords. Like, what is this time we're living in? A lot has changed, I'll tell you that much for real. But I'm going to leave it there. More videos coming. Hopefully we can have a good series again. And you never know. Maybe we can get back into, some consistency in the FM world. We'll see how it goes, where it takes us. And I'll see you in the very next episode.